What's up mga ka-plumbers? Today, we're going to tackle about B10 and B11. B10 is all about inspection and testing, while B11 is all about abandoned sewers and sewage disposal facilities. So, B10 is split up into two. The B10.1, which is inspection, and B10.2 is all about testing. So what is inspection? Master plumbers or professional plumbers conduct a inspection through a building or a structure. Here are some things to inspect from the master plumbers. They check water filtration system, examine fixtures, supply lines and drains, in-depth investigation of all above-ground exposed plumbing, including shut-off valves and traps under kitchen, bathroom, and laundry room sinks. They inspect sinks, shower baths, toilets, inspection of bathroom, kitchen and laundry room, draining and venting system, inspection of storage, water tank and tankless water heater, plumbing video camera inspection of ground sanitary, drains and sewer pipes, cracks and misalignments that can lead to future blockage of or collapse, shut-off valve inspection, sump, pump, and discharge inspection. B10.1 1 of inspection, applicable provision of section 501 of this code and this appendix shall be complied with. Permits be required per section 100 of this code. Section 501, which is this, chapter 5 which talks about inspection and tests, and section 100 this, which talks about permits and applications. You can review it in the revised National Plumbing Code of the Philippines. B10.1 2 of inspection, system components shall be properly identified as to manufacturer. Septic tanks or other primary systems shall have rated capacity permanently marked on the unit. Septic tanks must have the standard capacity, which is not permanent but can last long because there is no permanent. This is not only applicable to septic tanks but into other fixtures and plumbing materials. B10.1 3 in inspection, septic tanks or other primary systems shall be installed on dry, level, well compacted soil. We know that septic tanks is an underground chamber which holds waste. So compacted soil plays an important role in strengthening the foundation of the septic tanks. That's why in building septic tanks, you must follow the standards so that your septic tanks will last long. B10.1 4. If design is predicated on soil test, the system shall installed at the same location and depth as the tested area, which is, when we say predicated, which is based on the soil test, which is the soil test is a test conducted to determine the moisture content or water content in the soil, so that the system shall be installed at the same location and depth as the soil tested area. That plays an important parameter in building construction. We are now done with the inspection. let's go to the B10.2, which is the testing. B10.2.1 Septic tanks or other primary components shall be filled with water to flow line prior to requesting inspection. All seams or joints shall be left exposed except the bottom, and the tanks shall remain watertight. So, septic tanks or other essential parts will be loaded up with water to streamline. Before mentioning examination, all creases or joints will be left uncovered and the tank will stay airtight. B10.2.2 All flow tests shall be performed through the system to the point of effluent disposal. All lines and components shall be watertight. Capacities, required airspace, and fittings shall be in accordance with the provision set forth in the appendix. All stream tests or flow tests will be performed through the framework to the point of gushing removal. All lines and segments will be watertight. Limits required airspace and fittings will be as per the arrange set out in this appendix. We are now finished with B10. Now let's go to B11, which is abandoned sewers and sewage disposal facilities. When we say sewers, it is an underground conduit carrying of drainage water and waste matter. And sewage disposal facilities, example of this is septic tank, which leach the water and treat it. B11.1 Every abandoned building, house, sewer, or part thereof shall be plugged or capped in an approved manner within 1.5 meter of the property line. So we use standard of 1.5 meter from the property line to build our sewers, to be approved by master plumbers or professional plumbers. B11.2 Every cesspool, septic tank, and seepage pit which has been abandoned or has been discontinued otherwise from further use or to which no waste or soil pipe from a plumbing fixture is connected shall have the sewage removed therefrom and be completely filled with earth, sand, gravel, concrete, and other approved material. So every pipe connected to a sewage disposal facilities will be cut off, and after that they clean it and fill it with earth, sand, gravel, concrete, and other approved materials, so it cannot be used anymore. B11.3 The top cover or arc over the cesspool, septic tank, or seepage pit shall be removed before filling, and the filling shall not extend above the top of the vertical portion of the side walls or above the level of any outlet pipe until inspection has been called and the cesspool, septic tank, and seepage pit has been inspected. After such inspection, the cesspool and septic tank or seepage pit shall be filled to the level of the top of the ground. So first they empty the top of the sewage disposal facilities and fill it with an approved material to a certain vertical distance. Then after that they conduct a inspection, and after the inspection the sewage disposal facilities will be filled up to the ground level. P11.4 No person owning of controlling any cesspool, septic tank, or seepage pit on the premises of such person or in that portion of any public street, alley, or other public property abutting such premises shall fail refuse, or neglect to comply with the provision of this section, or upon receipt of notice to comply from the department having jurisdiction. So, no individual claiming or of controlling sewage disposal facilities of such individual or in that segment of any public property will fall flat, decline, or disregard to consent to the arrangement of this area endless supply of notice so to go along from the department having purview. So B11.5, where disposal facilities are abandoned consequent to connecting any premises with a public sewer, the permittee making the connection shall fill all abandoned facilities as required by the administrative authority within 30 days from the time of connecting to the public sewer. So, where removal offices are deserted subsequent to interfacing any premises with the open sewer, the permittee making the association will be filled every single surrendered office as required by the administrative authority inside 30 days from the hour of associating with the open sewer. For me, it is important to know the basic of revised National Plumbing Code of the Philippines, not only as a civil engineering student but also a ordinary citizen, for we to have an idea if there is an inspection, especially in your house. That's all for my report. Once again, I'm Jason Armaniaca. Please don't forget to rate, and rate,